Good morning, everybody. Hello. How's everybody doing? I hope you're all well. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Dustin, and this channel, Modern Metaphysicae, is about all things occult and esoteric with a very heavy lean on the tarot. If you're returning, thanks so much for coming back. Today, I thought we could hang out and do another episode of upcoming and new releases in the tarot and occult books. So this is kind of a window shopping session where we hang out and we look at all of the new and exciting things that are coming out that have caught my eye. This is by no means a comprehensive list, so if you're interested in that kind of stuff, there's lots of other amazing creators out there who do that kind of thing, so go check them out. But this is a list of things that have caught my eye and that I'm choosing to support, or that I've pre-ordered, or that I'm really excited for, and that I'm keeping an eye on. So how's everybody doing in chat? There's so many of you guys here. Hello. We've got Patrick and Lexi and Tom and Elowen and Vintage Moon and Mountain Shadow. Who else did I see? William, hello, hello. Elowen, good morning. Dell, hello, how are you? I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody has some coffee or an adult beverage or something wherever you are. Because I got a nice fun little list for us to check out. Hello. Good morning. Sun mug. Yep, sun mug today. Today was I needed some solar energy. I have not been sleeping too well. So my allergies, there was some chit chat earlier about some everybody having seasonal allergies, and mine right now are just like the worst. Who do I think are the best tarot readers now alive? That's very subjective, right? Like, I don't know. Tarot reading is a very subjective thing. That's kind of like saying, like, who are the best painters alive? Like, if you ask that of anyone, I think everyone will um give you a different answer. 11 months, Dell. How exciting. Thank you. Whoops. Yay. 11 months. Thank you. So, as always, you guys, with all of my live streams, if you have questions or comments or anything you'd like me to read or see, be sure to you can do at Modern Metaphysicae, or you can put it in all caps. It'll highlight it nice and bright on my screen for me. If I do miss your question, please feel free to keep posting it. Sometimes chat gets a little busy. And then, as always, with all of the things that I'm sharing with you guys today, there should be links in the doobly-doo down there with all of the stuff that I'm sharing. So if you're interested in picking up a copy of whatever we're looking at, you should be able to find a link to it down in the description box. So yeah. I mean, so you're asking in terms of like authors, maybe? Um, I mean, there's a lot of really good authors and things out there. I'm a classics kind of person when it comes to the tarot. I very much love primary source materials, so I tend to lean into classical literature and things like that. But one of my favorite, or two of my favorite, sort of modern tarot authors are Josephine McCarthy and Lon Milo Duquette. They're wonderful. 18 months. Oh my goodness. 18 months. My hat collect. I don't have a hat collection. I have like 2 hats. You guys are so funny. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's dive in because I've got quite a list for you guys today, and there's already like 40 of you watching. So let's get this party started. So we're gonna, of course, we're gonna start out with books because we always start with books. And the first thing I wanted to share with you guys is this little book. So this is the White Magic book. This was originally published in 1919, and explores kind of a general overview of magic and the power of the mind. Um, some people consider this a precursor to like modern chaos magic and things like that. I've kind of read around on the internets, but I'm not entirely sure. I've never actually read this books, and I won't until it comes. This is on pre-order from Troy Books. Troy Books is probably probably now my favorite. I would actually wager to say my favorite occult book independent publisher. They're really wonderful. I love their books. Every book I've gotten from them has been really, really, really well done, both in terms of its construction and in terms of its content. So the writing is usually exceptionally well done. The concepts and theories explored in their texts are really wonderful. And they are practical, which I like. They're not really obtuse or academic. They're very much written to be accessible, which I appreciate. And this one should be really interesting. So I'm very excited to kind of dive into this book. As always, it does come in a couple of editions. So currently, the standard special hardback edition is on pre-order status from them, and then they'll have a standard hardback and a paperback to follow. So be sure to go check that out because it looks really, really, really good. So um, I'm very interested in this. I've not read this text, but I've heard really good things about it. So, and it's been on my list for a while, and this just kind of like reaffirmed to me, like, okay, you need to read this. So yeah, this looks really interesting. Check it out. Next up, we have a new book from David Haim Smith. This is Metatron's Ladder, which is based on a Kabbalistic text called the 13 Powers, which is really interesting. David Haim Smith's stuff, I'm fascinated. Like his texts and his art style and his kind of unique perspective on the Kabbalah is really fascinating to me. None of this stuff is really a part of my deep practice, but I love checking his work out from an academic perspective. It's very intriguing to me and very interesting. And his stuff is always fascinating. He has a very profound, deep connection with his own belief system, and he shares a lot of it within his texts. And it's really interesting to kind of explore this side of like occultism, right? I have a very academic interest in Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah, Christian mysticism, and Gnosticism, and things like that. I find it fascinating, and this just kind of aligns with that interest of mine. Not a part, again, not a part of my practice, but is something that is very interesting to me. And the artwork in his books are just always absolutely stunning and beautiful, to say the least. So I'm really, really excited to pick this one up. This one's very affordable. The standard edition is 25 and the hardback is 50, which is wonderful. So very, very interested to see this one. Um, love, love, love. Should be really cool. I'm just watching oh, MM Moline. We love MM Moline in this space. MM Moline is one of our favorites. We love her. Her texts and her books and all of her stuff is wonderful. I have her new tarot sitting right here. Um love We love Lean. She's wonderful. Her books are fantastic. If you are someone who really loves sort of the thought system, you'll really enjoy Lean. Really great. But yeah, we love Lean. All right. So, next up on the list of books to share with you guys is Baphomet Revealed. So this is a new book by Red Wheel. Red Wheel knocking it out of the park, by the way. You guys, recently they're publishing some amazing stuff. I don't know who's making the decisions at Red Wheel, but keep it up. You guys are rocking it. Baphomet Revealed. This is this kind of appears to be a little bit more of kind of an academic perspective on this, but this is really interesting to me because the Baphomet figure is kind of one that I think gets thrown around a lot by popular culture and media and things like that, and is I think really generally misunderstood in terms of its like actual sort of etymology. And Heather Lynn, who is a historian, and I love this, a historian and renegade archaeologist on a quest to uncover the truth behind ancient mysteries. Love it. I love the choice of renegade. It's a great descriptor. So, looks like a great book. I'm definitely going to check this out. Really fascinating stuff, right? So, yeah. Really cool. Uh-oh, are we loading? Are we good? Am I dropping frames? Everything's I think it must be on your guys' end because everything on my end is green. I got green lights across the board. We'll give the stream a second. Everybody good? That might have been a YouTube thing. Cause we should be. We're good. We're good. Okay. Interesting. That might be on the YouTube side of things because everything on my end appears to be doing well. So we should be back. All right. So Baphomet, go check that one out. Looks really interesting. Let's see. Let me check my notes here. Yeah. Next up, we have. Oh yes, this one looks. So another. We have a few books from Red Wheel Weiser this round, and they look really cool, you guys. I'm really excited for what Red Wheel's putting out. So the next book on the list is Anubis, Ancient Egypt's Lord of Death and Protection. This is a book completely devoted to Anubis, which is really cool. I love getting these sort of like deep dives into specific deities. And this one looks really interesting. I'm very fascinated. This book is a deep, delicious swim in the darkness of Egyptian underworld as personified by Anubis, wise lord of the afterlife. Compelling and extensive, written by a true devotee and priest working from direct personal knowledge and extensive research. This book brings to light the secrets and mysteries of Anubis and how it manifests through all the worlds, ancient, modern, and inner. So this looks really, really interesting and kind of different. Yeah, this is like my kind of stuff. I love, for those of you who have been watching the channel for some time know that I have a very long-standing personal fascination and interest in Egyptian mythology and mysticism, and so this is kind of right up my alley, of course. This looks really interesting. I would love to see this kind of compendium style book, I guess. Well, it's not really compendium, is it? Like this kind of like hyper focused book on deities continue to be a trend. Like I would love to see a Ma'at book. I would love to see, several books, and even from like different traditions, like a book on Odin, right? We've had a couple of those, but I always love these things. I think they're really fascinating and interesting. So yeah, this one looks really cool. Yeah, Wiser for the win. They have been absolutely knocking it out of the park. Like absolutely knocking it out of the park. So there is that. And then last, but certainly not least on the book list, again by Weiser, is the Mysterium Libri 5. I think the 5 mysterious books, I think is how that translates, by our dearly, dearly beloved Dr. John Dee. This is this just looks really interesting. It's kind of oversaw by Joseph Peterson, who is just I have a lot of respect for Joseph Peterson as an author, and he tends to oversee a lot of these sort of like modern reprintings of old grimoires and things like that. And here he is doing it again. But this one looks really interesting. So I do really love this. I like this particular sort of review of it. Joseph H. Peterson's authoritative edition of Dr. John Dee's Mysterium Libri 5 has long been an essential cornerstone of every serious occult student's library. It reveals the primary texts of Dee's angelic sessions, one of the most important events in the entire history of magic. Luckily, Peterson has greatly expanded on the Mysterium for its new third edition, taking full advantage of over 2 decades of breakthroughs in Dee research. This is an absolute welcome contribution to our ongoing golden age of the revitalization of occult scholarship. If you're interested in Western magic, just get it. So I think that's a really good summary. I will say that the Red Wheel Weiser website doesn't do this book's beauty justice. It is a hardcover with like a cloth. This, like the blue, is like a cloth. And it has a ribbon and everything. It's really nice. I've seen on other websites. I don't know why they're not featuring that on here. Whoever's running marketing over at Weiser, you guys missed opportunity. But it looks really cool. Quinque. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I have no idea. If anybody actually knows, let me know. I don't know. Mysterium Libra. I would think it would be. I don't know. We'll have to. Let's look on the Googles. How to pronounce. Whoops. Let's try that again. How to pronounce. Quinque. I don't. Can you guys hear that? I don't know if that. If you, let's try this again. That's what the Google says. I guess that's how you pronounce it. This is why we Google things. We learn things. Quinque? Quinque. I have no idea. Latin is not my forefront. I am a terrible Latin student. I have said that a million times. Latin is not my forte, unfortunately. I wish it was. Maybe someday. Someday I would love to take I would actually legitimately love to take a Latin class. Someday. So I'm just looking here. Oh no, Shelby, I hope you're well. I'm sorry to hear you had to spend some time feeling unwell. Don't bully the British and how they pronounce aluminium. I prefer the aluminium. It sounds more posh. I really love it. Okay, that's it in terms of books, you guys. There's a lot of really cool books coming out. Go check them out. Again, there are links in the description box to all the things that I shared, but those are all the things that I have on pre-order that I'm keeping an eye on. that will be coming out here pretty soon. Let's check out some tarot decks. I have some really cool stuff in terms of tarot that's coming out. So the first one I want to mention, let me pull it up here. So this is a Kickstarter, but it is actually already closed. But you can pre-order the deck directly from the creator. So this is the Folkloric Forest Tarot. That's really hard to say. Say that 10 times fast. The Folkloric Forest Tarot. Um, this is a really beautiful sort of curated style deck. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm really, really, really excited for this one. It's very kind of unique. There are images of all the cards, and they're gorgeous. Uh, like really, really well selected stuff. That moon card is everything. Um, oh man, I'm really excited for this one. This is a really cool deck. Really, really good job at picking art in both the same style. Oh, here's that goose painting. Someone shared this recently on the Discord um from one of their museum um little little trips, which I think is really cool. And it's the Queen of Air. I love it. But I love the selection of images, and it feels very cohesive, which I love. And yeah, this one looks really, 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 really cool. So the translation that I looked, there's a lot of debate going on. Okay, you guys, obviously, obviously Google is not like the end all be all source. The translation I pulled up was one on YouTube. It wasn't the Google like autoplay thing. It was one of those like how to pronounce uh videos on Google. Not my stuff. Obviously there are different pronunciations, tomato tomato, right? It's going to be okay. I'm not a Latin expert. I don't pretend to be one. um Yeah, this one looks really, really cool. I'm really excited by this one. So go check this one out if you are interested in picking up a copy of this. The Kickstarter has now closed. It was like a really fast Kickstarter. I was quite surprised. Like it was between it popped up after my last upcoming and new releases video and closed before this one. But you can pre-order. There's that big pre-order button. Click that pre-order button and it will take you to their website and you can pick it up. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful, beautiful deck. This is, by the way, this is the same creator as Peculiar Pathways, so I have very, very high hopes for this. So you can come here and you can pre-order and you can pick up Peculiar Pathways while you're here. So yeah, this one looks gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, next up, we have a new deck. From this is called the Orenda Tarot. This one looks absolutely gorgeous too. Very unique. It's kind of very different. You can pick this up off of their Etsy, um, which is listed down here. So if you're interested in picking it up, I just chose this page because it shows the images a lot better. This is a poker sized deck, so it's a smaller deck. Um, but it looks really beautiful, and there's you get some cool little like keyword cards in it. I'm usually not a big animal person deck, but this one, I don't know, this one kind of really struck me. That death card is really cool. So there's some this judgment card is really cool too. Um, there's some really cool stuff in this deck, and I just decided to pick it up because it's unique and it's different. It's a kind of a different kind of animal deck, and I really kind of love the personification in the deck. And I think the artwork is absolutely gorgeous. So, um, yeah, the aces are really cool in this deck. I really like the aces, but you can kind of see the whole deck if you just kind of scroll through this little scroll bar here. The swords in this deck are really good. Like that two of swords. Oh, so pretty. And the six of swords, I love that six of swords. So yeah. Absolutely beautiful deck. These aces are so good. Love it. the nine of wands, our little cat friend there. He's pretty cool. This just gives me, I think the reason why I like this so much is it reminds me of Redwall. I don't know if any of you guys, which is it's a series by Brian Jacques. It was one of the first sort of fantasy series I ever read as a kid, and it reminds me of that, and I think that's the appeal for me, is it really vibes with that. So yeah, Redwall, yes, Redwall. Hi Laura. Redwall, yes. Love it, love it, love it. So go check this one out. It is available through their Etsy shop directly from them. You can pick it up there. So looks really cool. All right. Ooh, next up. So this one I'm really excited for. This is the Alchemical Self Altar and Oracle card set. I think I mentioned this a few episodes ago, but there wasn't a lot of information about it. And now there's a lot more information about it, and the artwork looks stunning, to say the least. I will say that this is a really little deck. It's only I think it's 21 cards or 22 cards. Um, I can't remember now off the top of my head. It's not a huge deck. Where does it say? Does anyone in chat know? 21, yeah, 21 hand painted watercolor images, coupled with an extensive guidebook. But the artwork in this is stunning. Like, to say the least, the artwork just looks amazing. So I'm really excited for this. I do work with altar cards. That's a very common thing in my practice, where I will take a card from an oracle deck or a tarot deck, and I will kind of feature it on my altar to kind of focus on and work with that energy of whatever it is, whether it's something I'm working through or going through, or something that was really profound in a reading that I did for myself, or something along those lines. And so specific decks, and I do have specific decks that I do use as altar cards. um and so having something like this as a part of my practice will definitely get used. So I'm really, really excited for this. We all know that alchemy is kind of a big part of my own personal practice. I'm absolutely fascinated by alchemy, both in terms of its historical perspective and its um, occult and spiritual uh, meanings and significance, right? The caffeine's kicking in and the brain cells are connecting, and I can use words. But I am really excited for this one. It's the artwork in this is just, I mean, look at this. It's so beautiful. And we all know I'm a sucker for some watercolor. Like, watercolor, chef's kiss. Like, I love me some really beautifully done watercolor. So look at this thing. It's just so gorgeous. Love, love, love. So I will definitely, definitely be picking this one up. Alrighty. Yeah, it is. I will say, like, I agree with a lot of people. You guys, a lot of people in chat are talking about how it's a little short. I would love to see more. Right? That, like, if I had one major criticism, is like, give me more. Right? I really think, like, that's the one struggle I have with Oracle decks, is that there's not enough cards. Like, that's always my big complaint, is that there's just not enough cards, right? Like the Mystic Healing Oracle, which is like it's like my go-to. I can't put this thing down, you guys. My biggest complaint about this deck is there's not enough cards. It's, I think it's 32 cards, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure it's 32 or 30, no, 36. Um, but I love it, and I wish it was like 50. And I've been using this thing all the time. I mentioned it in my favorites video. If you haven't watched my favorites video, by the way, Go check it out. I do show this and talk about it, and I do a little um, reading from it. But yeah, I wish there were more. But I love it's really hard for me to find. Like I'm the type of person I very much when I work with Oracle decks, I only use them for like one card pulls in a reading. I use them alongside a reading. It's very rare that I do just like an all Oracle reading. Um, but that being said, I do like to have decks that have a lot of cards. And this, again, this is still too small for me. Like I love bigger Oracle decks. Um, the Sacred Destiny Oracle by Denise Lynn is another one of my favorites. That one's just about enough. Oracle of Echoes is one I use a lot. And then of course there's the Posies Oracle, which is probably my all-time favorite Oracle deck, and that one has a lot of cards, which is probably why it's my all-time favorite. So, yeah. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. Hi, bunny kisses. I just asked hubby to hide my wallet. um, oh, I'm so excited for the new Terra Volatile. Um, Supra is also another really great. I do use Supra quite a bit too. I love Supra. Um, yes, I do like big decks, and I cannot lie. I'm trying to think what other. I'm just kind of looking at what I have on my table right now in terms of Oracle nuts. I have Sacred Destiny, Mystical Healing cards, Oracle of Echoes, Posies. Oh, and wait, where did it go? Is it not up here anymore? Where did I bury it? Oh, um I have the Illuminated Earth Oracle and the Faceted Garden Oracle on my table right now, which both of which I really do enjoy. Um I'm just looking here. Oh, and I also have um the Wisdom of the Sacred Oracle. This is beautiful. I love this deck as well. And this is quite a large deck, which I love. And I use this quite often too. I haven't been reaching for this one as much in readings, but I do reach for this a lot for myself, which is interesting. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. But this one's beautiful. Okay, enough on oracles. So that was the Alchemical Self altar cards. Go check those out. They're really cool. Love them. All for it. Next up, we have the Earth Whispers Tarot. This looks absolutely gorgeous, and I want to make sure that this meets its funding goal. It's only at $1,225 of 1,960 goal. This deck, I don't know why this deck is not getting more signal boosting coverage. The artwork is stunning. It does kind of rename some things and kind of change. It follows a traditional tarot system. The minors are elementally based, um, but they kind of like have their own name, right? So here you have the whole deck is done, by the way. You can see all of the cards. I think they're really beautiful. There's some really interesting takes and perspectives on the cards. Like this death card is stunning, and the tower card is really interesting, and like it's really cool. Um, this is the cups suit, so it's the suit of hearts, and each of the aces in the deck correspond to an equinox or solstice, which I thought was really clever. It's very modern. It's very diverse. This Five of Spirit, which is the Five of Wands, is really cool. I love that idea of protest in that card. Like, I think that's a really unique perspective. Here you have the suit of Earth, Pentacles. The Suit of the Mind, which is swords. Really cool stuff in the sword suit here. This Nine of Mind is really, really cool. I love it. The Three of Mind, love that head and heart kind of representation. The courts are really beautiful. Like I just don't know why this isn't getting more attention. Um, it looks really, really cool. So, love it. Love it. Um, go check this one out if you haven't. Hi, Golden. Hello. Um, this one just looks absolutely stunning. Very, very, very beautiful. And I just don't know why it's not getting more attention. 17 days ago though. So go check it out. So yeah, yes, it is the second printing. Yeah. Yep. It is the second printing. Yeah. Yep. And I think I did cover it before as well. It's absolutely beautiful. Yep. Yep. This is a more affordable option. The first one was pretty pricey because it was really big. So go check it out. Beautiful stuff. Ooh, Gothic literature shipped. That's exciting. I'm still waiting for my shipping notification. All right, and then last, but certainly not least, we have this beautiful deck, which is scrolled all the way down. Let me scroll up. Whoop. This is the Emerald Papyrus Tarot. Yes, we know we have cookies. This is the Emerald Papyrus Tarot. This one looks really, really, really beautiful. Um, it's very Egyptian. It's very dark and moody, which I love. I love the gold accents. Um, it looks really interesting. I like this is very unique. There's not quite anything else out there that's like this. Um, yeah, this looks really, really cool. Um, really, really, really love it. Very much it's kind of a composite deck, so they use photography and other images. They collage it together. Um, it is not AI. That was confirmed. So beautiful deck. Very excited for this one. All the cards um are done, but I don't think they show them all on here. So it looks really, really beautiful. Very excited for this one. So go check this one out if you haven't checked it out already, because it looks gorgeous. This one is I backed this one instantly. And the guidebook looks really interesting as well. So um they're very much tying tarot to Egyptian symbolism, which I think is going to be really interesting, right? Because for so long that was a thing that people tried to do in a weird way. So go check it out. All right. So that is my total list of upcoming and new releases that I'm really excited for. um, as always, links in the description box. If there's anything in chat that you guys are super excited for that's coming out, feel free to throw them in chat now and we can look at a couple things. If you're watching this on replay, leave a comment down below and let everyone know what you're really most excited about. If you want to include a link, you're more than welcome to. Just know that it will get held for review. So if you don't see it pop up right away, that's why. It's just YouTube. I have it set so that YouTube holds those, and then I check it and make sure that it's a good link, not a naughty link. And as long as it's fine, I always approve those. So feel free to post what you are most excited for that's coming out soon. But yeah, lots of fun stuff coming out. Um, Yeah, I agree. It does look very ambitious, and I think they may have pulled it off with that Egyptian one. Looks really cool. I need my Gothic literature too. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. So I want it so bad. Um, talk about the heart. So Lexi is very that's Cocarina, right? Is that Cocarina that's doing those? Yeah, it is. Yeah. So Cocarina is doing these heart books. Totally not my thing. This is Lexi is like really excited about these. She's been talking about them in the Discord for a lot. By the way, if you guys are not aware, we do have a channel membership program. It's a great way to support the channel. You do get access to a lot of cool different benefits, like our community Discord server where we all hang out and talk about everything from tarot to occultism to the latest happenings in the world to memes to food, all the kinds of fun stuff. You get access to that at any tier of the membership level. You can also get different levels to get access to things like monthly tarot scopes that I post, as well as monthly tarot spreads designed by me that correspond to the lunar cycle and the astrological correspondences to that lunar cycle. So if you're interested in any of that stuff, click the little join button down below or click the link next to Scala Metaphysicae in the description box. But yeah, so Lexi is very excited about these little heart books that Cocarina is doing. I don't even know, like, heart books. They're on Kickstarter. I haven't really looked at these because they just seem interesting. Love poems. This is totally not a me thing. They look beautiful. They do really look. They remind me a lot of like Victorian style books, which I think is really interesting. Um, they're the language of flowers. So this is like Victorian flower love language. That's kind of cool. I kind of do like that. And spells and charms. So there's a love poetry book, a language of flowers book, and a spells and charms book. And they're all in the shape of a heart. I will say, oh, and it comes in a slipcase if you buy all three of them. That's kind of cool. Maybe you're making me rethink this. How much is it for the all three? $109 US. That's not bad. Hmm. Is Lexi influencing me? um, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I like they're cool, but I don't know if it's something like I need. Do I need these? Probably not. But they are cool. Love gross. Oh, so funny. You guys are so funny. Right. Um it is interesting that they're choosing to do this now, by the way. Why would they not save this for like around Valentine's Day? I feel like this would get more traction. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. I would have pushed this till February. Because I mean it's not that long in terms of like production schedule. We're in October. Are they releasing in like February? Is that the plan? It's shipping after Val. Okay, so they're just kickstarting it for the funds then. I guess that makes sense. 23 days to go though. So, yeah. Cocarina stuff is always really cool, by the way, guys. Like I love their stuff. I have a number of their books, and um I get their planners every year. Love them. They're really wonderful. All right. Anything else anyone's excited for? Yeah, Lexi, I expect like a full-on photo shoot of you with like the flower love language book, like in like Victorian attire, like Victorian gothy attire in a park, like on a park bench with like one of those cool Victorian like umbrellas. That's what I need. I need that. I want a photo of Nathan reading the love poems to Lexi. I like that. Um Anything else anyone's excited for? It's kind of I will say like this is kind of a quiet fall like in terms of upcoming stuff. Like there's not a whole lot coming out that has really like got my attention where I'm like, "Oh, I like that's something I really want." Um and obviously I think like everyone's definitely feeling like sort of the economic squeeze in a sense, right? Like groceries are just like outlandishly expensive, so people just don't have the extra money to like spend on things like this, but it's definitely um harder to like this year it feels like there's just not as much. The Bunica Tarot on Kickstarter. Let me look at that one. Vintage Moon. Bunica Tarot. Marked tarot for. Oh, interesting. Um, I have not seen this one yet. Marked tarot for magicians and miracle workers. So it has like handwriting on it. That's kind of cool. Handwritten insights on each card. Interesting. So it's just an RWS with a different back and like someone's keywords on it. I don't know. Maybe. I guess if you're looking for like a cool aesthetic, like beginner's deck, this would be cool. But probably not for me. Responsibility. And then it has questions. How can I get rich? I don't know what the reverse is. I can't read it upside down. Laziness, I think is what it says. And then how can I, oh, it's how can I get rich on both sides? Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Probably not for me. An interesting idea for certain, but yeah, probably not for me. Um, Anything else? Yeah. Yeah, the RWS collecting I definitely get. I definitely get. The backs are cool. I do like the backs. They're different though. Um Oracle of Oneness. Also, guys, don't forget, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, click the little bell if you haven't done so already. Be sure to do all that fun stuff. Check it all out. Um, it does help the YouTube algorithm monkeys to spread the channel, get more friends to hang out. Anything else anyone wants to share? The Gen X audience. All right, I don't see much of anything else, so we will get things wrapped up. So if you do have anything you're excited about that's coming out soon, be sure to drop it in the Discord server or come back, leave a comment down below, all that fun stuff. Don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, all the good stuff. I really appreciate each and every one of you coming to hang out with me today and check out some of the things that I'm personally excited for. If you are a member of Scholar Metaphysicae, I just want to give you an extra shout out and say thank you for all your continued love and support. And if you are just someone who comes out and hangs out with us and watches or lurks, we love you guys too. We love having you guys here. So I hope all of you guys have an amazing Sunday afternoon. And always remember and never forget that everyone out there is fighting a battle that you know nothing about. So be kind to one another, okay? We'll see you guys back around YouTube. Bye, everybody.